Hi, welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I am an energy healer. I also channel messages from the angelic realm. I do angel card readings here on YouTube. That is one of my favorite things to do besides hands-on healing. Okay? A little bit about me is in the box below. If you'd like to know more, it's on my website. My story about angels from being a young girl is listed there too. It's called Carolyn's Angel Story. And if you have anything you'd like support on, go ahead and send me an email. Put a red heart on the subject line, and I'll go ahead and I'll give you a response, and I'll include you in the meditations that I do for the collective during the week. Okay? Anyone needing a little extra blessings or TLC or just a little love, go ahead, send me a message, and I will go ahead and include you in the weekly meditation. All right? Okay, so it is a week. We've had a beautiful, beautiful week, and I live here on the central coast of California, and the weather here is gorgeous. I think our high today is going to be 73 degrees, and I'm about an 8-minute walk to the beach. So I feel like I am living in paradise. And I did ask the angels for this. I asked them very clearly that I wanted to be able to walk to the beach and be able to have fun and just hang out and enjoy life, because it does pass us by in the blink of an eye. All right? So today I asked which card decks would like to come out and play, and Whispers of Healing has been asking to come out all week long. And here's an old favorite, Angels of Atlantis. This one, Believe in Your Own Magic, came into the fold last week. Angels, Gods, and Goddesses has been hanging around a lot this week. And Angel Answers, Radley, which is by Radley Valentine. And Radley studied with Doreen Virtue, and I studied with Doreen Virtue as well as Radley. And it was a wonderful training. It was nice to be in the company of other people who truly enjoy working with the angelic realm and connect with it in a very heartfelt way. A lot of people will read angel cards but not really have a knowledge of the angelic realm and all of the different angels or different parts of the angelic realm, or to know their importance. And some people do it because, oh, angels are the topic right now, or we need more angels in our life. And I don't knock them for that, because we do. But I do invite you to really look. If you're not sure which angel to call in, just say, what do we say on this channel? You got to tell the new people. Get the flock in here, okay? If you're new, welcome. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you'll get notification by email when a new video comes up. If you're someone who's been with me and hanging around, yay, welcome back. And if you're someone who won the two readings, the two free 30-minute readings that I offered, which was to African Oneness and the Travel Channel, I haven't heard from you, and I'm waiting to do those readings. I'm excited to do them. So get in touch with me by sending me an email. It's listed below. All the information about me is listed below, but my email address is wisdomfromtheangels@gmail.com. Let me know when you're available, and we'll go ahead and get that scheduled for you so that you can get the guidance and clarity that you need. Now today, for the first time, the angels have wanted me to work with 5 decks here on the channel. When I am doing an individual reading, I am working with many different decks. And it could be 5, it could be 8, sometimes it's been 12. And it might have only been that they wanted to just come out and be in that energy. I have over 80 different decks. Someone said, well, what deck would you really like? And I thought, oh my goodness, I'll have to get a wish list together. But I do enjoy the oracle decks. I love the angel decks, especially the ones where the art is so, so pretty. Okay, so let's see who really wants to start today. And I'm holding in my hand a rose quartz. Rose quartz is connected with the heart and with the heart chakra. And I apologize in advance for any barking that may happen during the reading. My two pups, Lady and Coco, can be quite active, especially when they hear noise or people coming near our home. And they want to let me know, hey, someone's showing up. And we just wanted to let you know. Okay? Pup, go lay down. So I apologize in advance for any outside noises that you might hear. I do have my windows open because, as I said, it is absolutely beautiful here, and we do have a slight wind blowing. All right? So today, angels of Atlantis seem to be shouting, pick me, pick me. So, okay, first card out. And let's see what the message is for today. Okay. So they said look at these two. All righty, we're going to start with these two. All right. So the first card that came out is Sandalphon, Planetary Cycles. All right. Oops, sorry. All right. So Sandalphon he and his brother Metatron both were considered to be humans that went up into the angelic realm and were brought in as angels. And they're working here on Earth at this time. And Sandalphon, when he shows up, is all about direction. He's all about helping us, as all the angels are. But this particular card is talking about planetary cycles, which is interesting because this week started out with the planetary cycle of a double new moon in Cancer. What does a double new moon mean? It means that there were two new moons in the same zodiac sign. So the first one was in June, on June 21st, which was solstice, and that was also a solar eclipse. And again, on this past Monday, July 20th. So what does that mean? It was in the sign of Cancer. The sign of Cancer is about our home. It is about our emotions. And what it's saying here is pay attention to the planetary cycles that are happening in your life. It will tell you a lot, and it will give you a lot of information. Oh, and if anyone on the channel would like to be included in the free meditation circles that we do, where we give out energy information and meditation on the new and full moon, shoot me an email and let me know. They're absolutely free. They're 90 minutes long. I give the energy portion. My friend gives, Maria Kramer. She is also an energy healer, and she does the meditation. And they're beautiful meditations with the angels. So if you're interested, shoot me an email, and I'll get you on the list so that when we send out the notifications about the meditations, you will be included. Okay? And the other card that came out is Haniel. Now, Haniel came out, I believe Haniel came out last week. This card is saying that Haniel wants us to feel more courage in our life. When Haniel shows up, Haniel is all about, we're talking right now. Okay. All right. So they're saying that Haniel is all about love, about us really stepping into that energy of love, love of self, love of others, love of what we're doing, our purpose here on the earth. Sandalphon, too, is all about being in harmony. Being in harmony and working with the planetary energies can really take you far. So the new moon is about new beginnings. It's about a time of setting those goals. Because this is a double new moon, and we had the new moon in Cancer in June, we have the opportunity on this new moon to rest, to take it easy, to reflect, to really take our time and be very clear about what we're stepping into. Because we are in a whole entire new energy on this planet. We are in the awakening. What everyone's been talking about, and everyone was so, oh, I can't wait for 2019 to be over. I can't wait for the next decade. I can't wait for 2020. Well, it's here. And we truly are now in the age of Aquarius. And it's predicted that we will be here for about 2,000 years. And this new moon is the kickoff and the celebration of what we'd like to see in our life. What is our deepest desire? Start to really look at what is it you truly, truly, truly see as the big vision that you have for your life, and use the planetary cycles to start co-creating it. Use the energy of Sandalphon. Call in the angels. Call in Hamiel. Call in Sandalphon. Yes, you can call in more than one. How do we do that? Put our hands over our hearts. Close our eyes. Take 4 deep breaths. Let them out. Feel grounded. How do we ground ourselves? We take our right hand and put on our left knee. We take our left hand and put on our right knee. And we sit with that until we start to feel like we are back in our bodies. Okay? That may take, it's for some people it happens very quickly. It may take others a few minutes. All right? And just sit with that and get grounded. Because so often we're reacting to life and rather than living life. Okay? And they're saying begin to come from a place of love. So we're calling in our angels. We're taking those 4 deep breaths. We're going to say, angels, I give you permission to. Now, state what it is you want. Would you like more guidance? Angels, I give you permission to bring in more guidance into my life. Show me the way. Show me my path. Show me where I am to go. Show me. Give me a sign. Now, the angels send signs in the forms of money on the ground, feathers, butterflies. When those things start to show up in our lives, we know that the angels are not only close by, but acknowledging us. Now, you carry angels with you every single day, but they will not act in your life until you give them permission, and they will not change your free will. So if they tell you, go to the corner and make a left, and you decide to go to the corner and make a right, and you end up in a construction zone, that delayed you from getting to where you wanted to go. So give them a little bit more leeway in your life. Play around with them. If you really want confirmation, one thing you can do is ask for a parking spot. Say you're leaving and you're going somewhere and you want to park as close to the door as you can. Ask the angels, parking fairy, angels, get in here. Need your help. I would like a spot that's right close to the door. I'm going to such and such a place. You don't even have to have the address. Angels, clear out the way for me to get the parking space that is meant for me. Now, watch when you get there. Now, if it isn't available, maybe do a little circle around and come back. Be patient. And someone may be walking out and the spot is there. It's ready for you. Okay? Now, if the first time you don't get what you want, and the second time you don't get what you asked for, and even the third time, perhaps you might need to refocus. What is it that you need to say differently? Always speak it positively. Always say, angels, I would like this or something even better than I can imagine. And when you're not sure what angels to call on, what do we say on this channel? Get the flock in here. And just trust. The angels will show up. They will begin to show up and do things in your life that you could not even have begun to imagine. All right? So they're saying, go to the Angel Answers deck. Angels, what's the answers that you would like for us to have? What is the guidance you'd like us to know? Okay, out comes 2. And the first card that came out is let go. So maybe there's an expectation or a direction you've had or something that you've really, from an ego place, really truly desired. I'll give you an example. Someone said to me, I want to build homes for the homeless. And I really, they deserve a home. And I agreed. And yes, they do. And I want to build about 50 of them. Okay. And so I'm looking for money. And I said, okay, so before we get to the money part of it, which is important to have. Let's look at, do you have the skills? Well, no. Do you know anything about, working on a project? No. Have you ever built anything? No. Do you know how to hire people to do those things? No. But this is something I really want. Sometimes we need to go back and get the skills that we need. So sometimes not to let go of the dream, hold that dream. But start to take the baby steps to get there. And every day take a baby step. Maybe give yourself a couple of days off and then come back to your project, your dream. And start to do one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. And start to see what shows up. Because that's important. See what shows up. And you might really, truly surprise yourself. Because a year from now, you will not be where you are today in your project if you're taking those baby steps. So there's 52 weeks in a year. If you take off 2 days, that's 104 days that you've taken off, I think. Now subtract that from 365, because I don't think next year is a leap year. So if you took one step every day, I don't know, let's do the math. 365 minus 104, that is 261 steps closer to your goal. You go. Look at you. Look at you. Pat yourself on the back. Because you hung in there. You had a dream. You took the steps toward that dream. You didn't just sit back and say, I have a dream. I need somebody to give me money. I need them to give me money because I want to go build houses for the homeless. Okay, but do you have the skills? Would you even know how to talk to a contractor? How would you know that the contractor is pricing things out appropriately? How would you know, do you need a plumber? Do you know any? How is the contractor going to hire people? Is it a team that you're hiring? Are you hiring one person? Are you going to be the general contractor? See, there's a lot of questions in there. So start to write it all down and then put it in order, okay? And have an idea where you'd like to be in 6 months, a year. And then we'll do what they call reverse engineer it. Have your ultimate where you want to be and where do you have to start. And in this case, with building homes for the homeless, you need to start with, what does it mean to be a project manager? Okay? Because the other thing you're going to need is a business plan. What does that look like? Who do I need to talk to? What kind of professionals do I already need to have in place to help me with this? Do I need to have an accountant? Do I need to have an attorney? Do I need to know how to get permits? See, there's so many questions in there. So when you start to pull it apart and look at it as something that you truly are working towards and not just some idea that fell out of the sky into your lap, you can start to make those small changes happen. And everyone's dreams are important. We need everybody on the planet's dream to wake this planet up so that it can be lifted up and can really function on a higher level, sorry about that, than it has ever functioned on before. And that is where we are right now in our development as human beings. We have gone to 5D, 5-dimensional, energetic, vibrational energy. And I got to tell you, that's different than 3D. 3D was, I'm the victim, I'm the victim, I'm the victim, I'm the victim. My ego, my ego, my ego. We are now in what is best for me and the collective. Because what have we been saying for the last few months, especially with this pandemic? We are all in this together. Get that through your head. You are not alone. We are all in this together. So everything that you bring to the table is going to help someone else. And how do you know, in the case with this wanting to build a house for the homeless, how do you know that the person who's homeless doesn't have some of those skills and they're willing to work on that house? You know, like Habitat for the Humanity. Have you even thought about that. So start to think about how you're going to put your projects together. It can seem daunting at first, but your dream is important. If it's truly something that you truly, truly, truly desire, do not give up on it. Okay? Ask the angels to come in and help you. Say, get the flock in here. Angels, I give you permission to work in my life. Okay? The other card that came out, oh my goodness, and this is so on point, is listen to your intuition. Every little nudge you get is to push you closer to that goal, closer to your dream, closer to your purpose, closer to what it is you truly, truly, truly desire to show up in your life. And you know from the reading earlier this week, your happiness is so important. Your dreams are important too. So let's walk forward into life. Let's walk forward into this new dimensional vibrational energy. Let's walk forward. Pretend you just came out of a shower and it's a brand new day, because it is. We're in brand new energy. It's a brand new day. It's a great time for starting over. And right now, if you're not feeling it, go with the planetary cycles, which are saying for right now, rest, relax, take that nap. Don't knock yourself over the head. Yes, in the past we were told if you take a nap, you're lazy. If you take a nap, what are you doing? The day's going by. Oh, the early bird gets the worm. Okay. There's still more worms. People who don't get up early still get worms if they're going fishing. I remember my grandmother used to say, yeah, the early bird gets the worm. I said, but yeah, Grandma, not everybody gets up at 6 a.m. or 4 a.m. like she used to. I said, what about the person that gets up at 8? And of course she'd look at me like I had lost my mind. I said, are there no worms left? And she just laughed. She said, I guess there are. And there are. And even if you feel like, hey, you know what? I'm 50. I'm retired. I don't know what to do. You are never too old to have a dream. And you are never too old to make that dream happen. Look at, who was it? Colonel Sanders. He didn't get started on Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 65. And we won't talk about whose recipe it was and that he stole it or it supposedly, allegedly did. Look at Louise Hay of Hay House Publishing. She didn't start Hay House Publishing until she was older in life. And Louise Hay had no idea, and she said this because I used to be a producer of a radio show in Tampa, Florida on WTMP, and it was called To Your Health. And the guest host was my husband, who was a physician. And my late husband would interview different people who came through Tampa. And his subject was around medicine. And at that time, it was the late 80s, and she had just started really working with her book on healing and how we can, through our thoughts and beliefs, affect our health. And which was kind of new back then, and it wasn't a big topic that people wanted to talk about. And she was hesitant. She said, can I come on? I don't know if this is appropriate. And we were like, yes, because anybody that came through Tampa, Florida, that could speak, and it was in English, and they had something that they were really trying to get brought to the forefront, were welcome on our show. And she came on and she talked about healing and how our thoughts and our beliefs can affect our healing. So start looking at where in your thought pattern did you find someone said to you, you can't do this. It's impossible. And think about all the times that you did succeed. Think about all those times when, as a young child, you didn't know how to walk. And look at you, you can run now. Think about that. Think about if you are retiring. Yes, you're older, but you're so much wiser. You have so much experience that other people don't have. And for those things that you don't really feel comfortable with, maybe technology, hire somebody to do it. Or go take an intro class. There are a lot of classes out there for seniors that are free. I know here where I live in Santa Barbara, area, there is a college. It's a community college, and classes are free if you're over, I think it's 50 or 55. And they have some wonderful classes. They have classes on how to do computers. They have classes on how to start a business. Start looking around in your community for resources that are untapped. Yes, we're going through this pandemic, but that should not stop you from really pursuing and setting those steps in motion. This is a lot of things that you can do now so that when things get back up to the new norm, and it's going to be new, you can start working with it. Because you might have wanted a brick and mortar business, but with the new norm, you might decide, hey, I might be able to do this online or work from home. So start to look at and get inventive, get creative. Use the energy right now. I mean, this new moon energy is so wonderful. Use this. Build up to that full moon that's coming up on August 3rd, which is going to be in Leo. And that's all about taking action, getting ready, going forward, moving. You know, Leo is a big sign. It's a fire sign. It's a sign of let's get going. Let's move this thing along. Okay? So that right now, maybe rest. Write your ideas down. Maybe write your goals down. Maybe write your plans down. And maybe begin to see, hey, you know what? I don't have this skill. Maybe I know someone who does. And am I interested? Maybe I want to learn how to do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I am in my 60s, and I learned how to work on my website. Someone else created and set it up, and they got busy in their life and were no longer available. And so I had to learn how to do it because not everyone knew that particular platform. I learned how to do it. I did it my own daggone self. And when I didn't know what I was doing and I wasn't sure, I'd go watch a video. And believe me, YouTube got a video for everything. And I watched videos, and if I did not understand it the first time, sometimes I had to watch it 2 and 3 times. One time I cracked myself up. I was like, I had done all of this work and I put in 6 hours on one little thing, and I was so frustrated. Oh my God. I had cried that day and cried. And I called, and I got a call with one of their technicians, and they said, okay, so now go over to the preview button. And I said, okay. And he says, and I said, oh, shut the heck up, because it was right there. I just forgot to preview it. So all along, it was there. I just hadn't taken that extra step. And I bring that up with you to let you see that you can do it. It's not as hard as you might have thought it was. And if it isn't your bucket of, if it isn't your bag of tricks or your bucket of whatever, if it isn't something that you really have an interest in, then start looking for someone who might be able to help you out with that. Sometimes you never know. It could be a neighbor. It could be a relative who can say, hey, yeah, I wouldn't mind helping you with that. Ask for help. There are people out there waiting. Okay? So I want you to really use the planetary energy that we have right now. Let me know if you're interested in the next meditation and energy session that we're going to have. I believe it's August 2nd or August 3rd. But if you send me an email, I'll send you the email to let you know and know how to sign in. We don't do it here on YouTube. We do it on freeconferencecall.com. And let go of any worries that you have. All right? Trust your intuition. If you have a dream, I believe that it was planted there by the universe, and the angels are here to support you and guide you toward your goal. All right? Kisses to everyone. May you have more peace and joy and happiness than your heart can even hold. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to get on out of here because I'm going to take a walk to the beach.